Hey, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel where we talk all about gentle skincare and sometimes self-care. So if that's your vibe, please consider hitting subscribe. And today I'm talking about the other OG K-beauty ingredient, which is Snail. Now recently I just did my top 10 green tea skincare products, which I would say is the OG K-beauty ingredient, right? But Snail definitely comes in as like a hot second. So I want to share with you 10 of my favorite products that really beautifully feature Snail and also happen to be fragrance free. So if you're so ready, give the video a big thumbs up and let's get started. Let's start off with probably the most popular Snail product known around the world, and that is the Cosrx Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. Now this features 96% of beautiful snail secretion, and snail is so good to plump up and hydrate the skin. It's got wonderful anti-inflammation benefits. It's got great wound healing ability. It's a strong antioxidant. It really helps to repair and soothe the skin. It's a very well-rounded type of ingredient that's suitable for, people who are struggling with acne. It can help with your well-aging journey. There's actually studies that show that snail really helps with photo-damaged skin, and it's a soothing ingredient that can help with sensitive skin. It's hydrating. It helps with dehydration. Like, it's just such a good ingredient. And I think the Cosrx is just so popular because it really only focuses in on all of those benefits of snail. As you'll see from the ingredients list here, it's very minimal and it really is just lifting up snail as the star ingredient. So this is actually a great place to start to really isolate the benefits of snail on your skin. Now the texture here, it's like a gel texture. It's hydrating. It really like gets into your skin and plumps it up, but you're gonna feel like a little bit of balance to this. It's not like totally like watery. There is a little bit of balancing moisture. It's not greasy or heavy, but you'll feel a little bit of that with this. And it's not slimy. It's not slimy, it's not stringy, it's not sticky, it's not tacky. It actually absorbs into the skin really, really beautifully. And this is popular for a reason. This is definitely a snail product that if you haven't tried it, if you're snail curious, this would be a great place to start. Next, let's talk about the Benton Snail Bee High Content Essence. And this is actually a snail product that I have been in love with for many, many, many years, and it made a big difference on my skin when I first started getting into Korean skincare. Now, this takes all the beautiful benefits of snail and combines it with bee venom. I know this sounds pretty like out there, but bee venom is so good to help the elasticity of your skin. The snail bee line from Benton also utilizes niacinamide for brightening. So you can see where they're taking snail and adding in a few other hero ingredients to kind of round out some of the benefits that you're going to get from the Snail Bee line and this essence in particular. Now the texture here, it is a gel texture, but unlike the Cosrx essence, it's a lot lighter and it's a lot thinner feeling. You're going to get the hydration and the plumping factor, but you're not going to get that like balancing moisture feel that I was talking about with Cosrx. This is so much lighter on the skin. And in fact, this is really my pick for oily skin because it is just so pleasant and so light, and it just doesn't have a heftiness to it at all. Now, I also really like this for acne prone skin because the Snail Bee formulation really helps to reduce inflammation and redness. There's a couple of great ingredients in here that can help soothe pimples, like willow bark extract. But that niacinamide is so incredibly helpful if you do get pimples and hyperpigmentation, because this is it's hitting the pimples, it's soothing and calming them, but then it's also helping to fade the hyperpigmentation at the same time, which is like win. Now maybe you like a snail serum that has a little bit more heft and balance to it, and that is where the iUnik Black Snail Restore Serum comes in. This is going to be my recommendation for more combination to dry skin types, and this formulation takes all the beautiful benefits of snail and brings in some brightening and some soothing ingredients into the mix. So we do have snail secretion alongside of mugwort and centella and licorice root. Plus we have niacinamide and rose hip oil. So this has got like such great antioxidant properties. It's got a little bit of moisture from the rose hip. And we also have brightening coming from licorice root and niacinamide. And rose hip also tends to give a little bit of glowiness to your complexion. And you can see from the texture here, we're getting a little bit more of that gel type of serum texture. It does have that hydration factor. So if you love the plumping like that snail can give you, you're not getting it in here. You're definitely going to get plumped up skin, but you're also going to get a little bit of nourishment, just a little bit more moisture and a little bit more of a medium feel with this serum that feels really comforting and soothing, especially when your skin is feeling a little bit more irritated. I find just a little bit of moisture tends to really help balance and soothe my skin. That's exactly what this feels like. When you're using this, you will notice that glowy, sort of lit from within, sort of healthy look to your complexion. This really capitalizes on snail, but kind of takes it to the next level with all those other supportive ingredients. Now, if you want to take snail to the next level when it comes to well aging or anti-aging, I got you covered with the Cosrx Advanced Snail Radiance Dual Essence. So this actually takes the original formula of the Cosrx essence that we talked about right at the beginning of this video and matches it with some other moisturizing ingredients. It's got a little bit more moisturization and 5% of niacinamide. Yes. This is the percentage of niacinamide you need to know about if you are looking to fight fine lines and wrinkles and help with the firmness and the elasticity of your skin, because niacinamide does that. Niacinamide at 5%, it's going to brighten the skin. It's going to keep your skin's moisture barrier really strong and healthy, which is important, but it's also going to help stimulate collagen production on the skin. And that's what fights the fine lines and wrinkles. That's what keeps your skin firm, is collagen. And as we start to get older, our skin naturally produces less of it. But when we go in with skincare and specific ingredients that can help signal to our skin, hey, get better at producing a little bit more collagen, get in there and get to work. That's what 5% of niacinamide does for your skin. And we're marrying that with the snail. Right? Like, so you can see why this is a beautiful, well-aging product, really for any age. But there's so many benefits in here that really get maximized when you add in that niacinamide. So this is actually something that has a little bit more moisture to it. It's pretty close to the texture of the iUnik, like the feel. I think it's probably just a touch lighter, but it's offering a little bit of moisture. It's got all that plumping snail to it with great absorbency into the skin. And this legit works. This really makes your skin feel so firm and so plump, and it really gives it that rejuvenated look too. With continuous use, you will notice that your skin is appearing fresher and firmer and just kind of like rejuvenated. Next up, I want to talk about a toner, and that is the Benton Snail Bee High Content Skin. So what I love about this particular product is it's a really beautiful, light, watery, hydrating toner that quickly absorbs into the skin, and it's actually very layerable. It doesn't have any moisture or thickness to it. So if you like to put a couple of layers of toner, like doing your 7 skin method, this is actually a really beautiful product to do that. So super duper hydrating. I have dehydrated skin, so when I say something's hydrating, it's hydrating. So I love that about this. But then we've got all the benefits of the Snail Bee line, which we talked about earlier. We've got some well aging, we've got some brightening, we've got some acne fighting abilities to this. And that's what I really like about this toner. I think that it's able to take the beauty of snail, put it into a really watery, lightweight layer. We've been talking about some thicker textures so far, right? So this is a great way to get snail into your skin in a much lighter, breathable layer, but also really deeply hydrating your skin. I think that this is good for all skin types, but I think it's going to make the most like benefit, like the most wow factor for oily and dehydrated skin. This is actually one of the first toner products I ever tried. And this made a huge difference in my skincare routine when I added this in. This made me fall in love with toners because my skin was oily and dehydrated and craving hydration. And when I put this into my skincare routine, it was like, my skin could just be like, ah, it could just relax. It got the replenishment that it needed. And after I was using this continuously in my skincare, I noticed that like I was producing a little bit less oil. Like it was helping to calm down the overproduction on oil, which was due to my dehydration, right? But it wasn't overwhelming my skincare routine. It wasn't like a thick layer. Next, let's move over to moisturizers. And I want to talk about the iUnik Black Snail Restore Cream. Ooh, I love this. So this is pretty a similar formula, pretty same approach to Snail as the Serum was. This is definitely antioxidant focused. We've got a little bit more moisture happening in this cream combined with the Snail. The only difference you're going to notice is that there is no niacinamide in here, and obviously we have a little bit more emollient action happening in here. And boy, oh boy, do I love this texture. It's a medium weight moisturizer, and when you get it out onto your skin, you're going to notice it's got a little bit of that like snaily stringiness to it, like mozzarella cheese, which I think is really fun. But it's got this really great feel because it has that little hydration and it's got good moisture, good emolliency. It's not overly rich, it's not really oily, but it just really like comforts and moisturizes the skin in like a medium feel. It absorbs on the skin really beautifully without any shininess or greasiness on top. Like it does all the moisturizing inside of your skin, not on the top of your skin, which is like so crucial, right? And it's got good occlusivity, which is nice for fighting dehydration and just really kind of like locking in your skincare layers, but it's still breathable. You know, this is not a heavy cream. This is firmly a medium weight cream. And I love it. Combination skin, you're going to love this. If you're dry, this may not be quite moisturizing enough for you, but I think this firmly fits in like the combination area. I think even if you have oily skin, but you like something a little bit thicker at nighttime, like more of a night cream, this could be really nice for oily skin. I just think it's beautiful. If you do like a lighter cream option, I'm gonna suggest the Cosrx Advanced Snail 92 All-in-One Cream. This has probably got the snailiest of all snail textures. This is just like taking the cover off of this is so entertaining and I love it. But let's talk about this cream. It's truly like a gel cream texture. It's really, really light on the skin. There's just a whisper of occlusivity to this. It's got a little bit of that snail hydration plumping factor to it, which I super duper enjoy. And then it actually, as it absorbs into your skin, it's gonna really condition and soften your skin. You're gonna get that silky feel to your skin. It's like crazy smooth and soft. It feels so good. It's like, it's addictive to just be like, yeah, my skin is so smooth. This cream will definitely give you that effect, which is really nice. Very, very light occlusivity on this and just a very light breathable feel. So I think this is going to be more suited on the oily side. You know, it's definitely not enough for my skin, which is combo, leaning a little bit more dry these days. So for me, it's not enough, but actually I still use this cream. This is a very multi-purpose, so don't feel constrained like you have to use this as a moisturizer only. You can layer this underneath a thicker moisturizer, and that's how I like to use it, almost like an emulsion. This could multitask actually as an eye care product. You could just put this around your eye area as a very, very light alternative to a more traditional eye cream, because Snail is actually such a beneficial ingredient for the under eye area. It's a strong antioxidant. It plumps and kind of helps to like smooth out the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It's hydrating. This is just a little bit moisturizing. It's not going to overwhelm the under eye area or interfere with your makeup or anything. So this could be an option. However, you know, you may be like, yes, Snail is good for the under eye area, but I need a lot more than just plumping and light moisture. So I've got you covered with my next pick, which is the Cosrx Advanced Snail Peptide Eye Cream. And I love this for taking, you know, Snail as an eye cream up to the next level. Because as I said, Snail, super good for the under eye area. It really is one of my favorite ingredients to find in an eye cream. I think it's really beneficial. But one of my other favorite ingredients to find in an eye cream is found in this product, and that is peptides. Yes, That is what you need to take Snail and like the eye benefits to the next level. We've got copper tripeptide 1, which stimulates collagen production, so helpful for fighting fine lines and wrinkles. We have acetohexapeptide 8, which is also known as the Botox peptide, and it helps to target expression lines, like when you smile and things get, a little bit wrinkly maybe under the eye area and around crow's feet. Acetohexapeptide 8 kind of helps smooth all of that out. We also have Matrixyl and Matrixyl 3000, which really help with the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and can help improve the depth of the existing fine lines and wrinkles. And we also have some niacinamide in here if you need a healthy dose of brightening too. I like the texture of this because it is a more traditional kind of like cream texture, but it's still kind of light and airy. It absorbs in the skin really nicely. It's got that plumping kind of like humectant feel to it, but it's also got a nice amount of nourishing, lightweight, non-greasy moisture with quick absorbency into the skin, and it doesn't feel heavy on the eye area. And the benefits of this are really good. Like when I use this, like I really would firmly say this is one of my top eye creams that I really enjoy, especially in K-beauty. I think this is one of the better ones because it's using some really great like proven peptides. And when I use this, my under eye is just like looks so lifted and so firm and brightened, and it's just the right amount of hydration and moisture. One of the reasons why I know Snail is such a great ingredient for eye care products is because of this next product. It is the Mizon Snail Repair Eye Cream, and this is one of the very first eye creams that I discovered on my K-beauty journey that made a big difference for my under eye area, and it stuck with me for a very, very, very long time because it's really easy on the wallet. A 15 ml squeeze tube is going to set you back a cool $8, right? And this jar is about $13. That is such a great price. It is so, so reasonable. What a steal. But honestly, that's just a side benefit, because this cream works. That's what's a lot more exciting to me about this product than the price alone. This really helps if you have dark under eye circles, which I do have a little bit. This helps to brighten that up. It helps to refresh it, make it look a lot more well rested than it might actually be. It has that plumping, hydrating factor that like Snail just always seems to bring in any product that it's in. You really get that benefit with this cream. It really kind of helps plump out, especially the under eye. It's nice to plump that out because it helps with the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, right? It's hydrating. There's a little bit of moisture here. I honestly would say this is similar to the Cosrx in texture, but it's a little lighter. It's a little airier in feel. This also has peptides in it. So I think that's really like the perfect magic combination to really have Snail, do something extra for the under eye area, because Snail just inherently has so many goodies for your skin health. And it's got some great inherent well-aging, abilities to it. But when you add it in with like wrinkle fighting peptides, that's a match made in heaven, and that's when you're going to really start to see the noticeable results on your face. And that's what this cream brings. I have to talk about the Benton Snail Bee High Content Mask Pack. This is one of my long time favorite sheet masks. Like if you come to my house, I will almost always have this in stock because this is so, so good. Benton actually makes some of the best sheet masks in my opinion, but what I like about this particular mask is it brings benefits to your skin after one use. Visible benefits. You will not regret this purchase, I promise you. So this is a really lightweight, deeply hydrating, juicy sheet mask. It really gets in there and hydrates your skin. And I think that's one of the great effects of Snail. Like if you have dehydrated skin, if your skin's just thirsty, give it some Snail. It will definitely help replenish it. But this is bringing that beautiful Snail Bee formula into a sheet mask format. So we've got some of the well-aging benefits here that are going to help with your skin elasticity. We also have some great anti-inflammation ingredients. Snail itself really helps to soothe inflammation, but we also have like willow bark extract, which always seems to help calm down pimples, which I love that because when I'm breaking out, if I can put a sheet mask on, that just kind of helps, make them a little bit smaller or calm them down just a little bit. It's always a great benefit. But then we also have the niacinamide in here for the brightening benefit. So this is the type of mask when I'm getting pimples. As I mentioned, when I get pimples, I get hyperpigmentation. Like, it just happens. And sometimes my pimples are inflamed and red. So when I use this mask, this helps to reduce the redness. It helps to reduce the inflammation. It kind of helps to calm the pimples down. Sometimes it can even help calm down the size of the pimples. And the niacinamide is really strong in this mask because whenever I take it off, my complexion is like immediately brighter, immediately more glowy and more even, but it also helps to fade hyperpigmentation. So if you're somebody like me who's always going through that cycle of pimples and hyperpigmentation, add this into your routine. So what do you think? Have you taken the snail plunge yet? Do you love it? Let me know in the comment box below, or maybe snail's just not for you. Let me know either way. If you love this video, it was helpful for you, but you have not hit subscribe to my channel yet, like, hold on a second, don't leave. If you love this and you want to see more videos just like this from me, please do consider hitting subscribe before you go. I do release a lot of videos throughout the week, so you might want to consider turning on notifications so you're never out of the loop. I hope you are healthy, happy, and safe, and I cannot wait to talk to you in the next video. I'll see you soon. Bye.